Damon Salvatore Gerard greeted him as he could feel his big saggy prunes vibrating. Gerard Argent replied Damon. With a sexy smirk wiggling his leeches, Gerard's dong swayed in the wind like a grandfather clock, and Damon stared in awe, licking his lips. Come over here so I can get a good look at those big juicy kahunas, said Gerard. Spinning his ding-a-ling-a-ding-dong, Damon took a step towards him. What's going on in here, said a familiar voice monkey emoji. What are you doing here, asked Damon. I thought you were flapping Caroline's fanny. Gerard stared at Klaus's perfect pink plump lips and fondled his fishy nips. Yes, well, you two are much sexier. I'd like to fuck you both with my big green cucumber, says Klaus and grabs Damon's big juicy peaches, giving them a cheeky squeeze. Oh yes, Damon moans, and Gerard's dong vibrates and spins faster. He can feel his gonads tingling. Suddenly Damon uses his vampire speed to get behind Klaus and slams him down onto the table. Klaus squeals like a little girl as Damon spanks him hard. Oh yes, give it to me daddy, moans Klaus, getting hard at the stinging sensation of his freshly slapped ass. Gerard tosses their bottle of fish oil at Damon and Damon lubes up Klaus's tight booty hole and shoves his throbbing cock inside. Klaus shrieks like Lydia the Banshee and Damon pounds his ass. AMD the kahunas bounce together. Meanwhile Gerard's dong spins so fast and it stretches, slapping Damon across the face. Yeah, Damon, choke on my ding dong, he orders, and his cock slides to the back of Damon's throat like a snake. Damon gags while twisting his nipples and still pounding Klaus hard. Look at you, gurgles Damon, you're meant to be the big bad hybrid and you're bent over a table getting punished by my ding dong. I thought you older vampires were meant to be stronger. All of a sudden Klaus thrusts his big bad bitch bouncy booty backwards and knocks Damon to the floor. Gerard, come here love, he says, and Gerard gathers up his snake and wanders to the boys. Damon sits up and stares at Klaus's long dong and it suddenly changes into a big green cucumber. I told you, Damon, us originals are the strongest of our kind. Gerard lets out a loud yell, and his fishy lumpy yellowy green cum spurts out onto Klaus's cucumber. Ah yes, says Klaus, the perfect lube. Straight from the big mushy mangoes of Gerard Argent himself. Klaus picks up Damon, wrapping his legs around his waist and forces his cock into his asshole. Damon screams. Gerard gets hard again, his balls twitch. What the hell is going on in here, said a familiar voice. The men turn to look at the doorway to find none other than Katherine Pierce. Gerard swings his big fishy dangly ding dong like a lasso and it curls around Katherine's body. Once Gerard puts her down, he releases his snake so fast her clothes fall off. Katherine takes one look at Klaus. She is full of fear. I've missed you, Katharina, he says. Now get down and finger Gerard's bum. Gerard turns around and bends over, waving his voluptuous banging booty at Katherine. You know you want it. Katherine stares deep into his loose hairy hole and licks her lips, breathing in through her nostrils, and picks up a strong whiff of fish. She feels her panties get wet and reaches into her bag. Now I'm really glad I brought this, she says, whipping out a rainbow dildo 5 inches wide and at least 12 inches long. Katherine spits all over Gerard's black hole and rubs her perky breasts over it to spread the wetness. Enough playing, Katherine, shove that bad boy up in here and stretch me out. Throw me the fish oil, demands Katherine, holding out her palm to catch it. There is none left. Klaus grunts, thrusting harder into Damon. By the second, Damon claws at his back, digging his nails in so blood drips down Klaus's hairy crack. Katherine gets an idea and heads to the fridge, trailing her finger up Klaus's crack along the way and slurping up the blood. Oh fishy, she says seductively. Her pussy throbs. She opens the fridge and it's stacked with bricks of butter. She grabs the biggest one and rubs it in her hands to melt it a little before shoving it inside Gerard's meaty hole. Oh fuck yes, Katerina motherfucking Petrova, Gerard screams out, and his ring-a-ding-ding fully awakens, spinning. Katherine licks around his hairy entrance as she maneuvers the butter in and out, tasting the butter mixed with his ass juices. Her fanny vibrates and tingles in her panties. Suddenly Gerard's body falls back as if he's doing the limbo and he shrieks. Katherine steps back, the butter still lodged inside him, and Klaus and Damon both stop fucking to see what all the fuss is about. Slowly Gerard's ring-a-ding-ding extends as it spins faster and faster and slaps them all across the face, knocking them over. His dong spins so fast helicopter sounds fill the room and his body lifts off of the ground. The strongest pong of fish fills the room and the three on the ground wrinkle their noses, taking in the sweet scent, feelings their ding-a-dings and vaginas tingling.